Avoid the company of liars, but if you can't, don't believe them. A soft tongue breaks the hardest stone. Before preparing to improve the world, first look around your own home 3 times. A man is known by the company he keeps. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. The more you know, the less you need to say. Guessing is cheap, but guessing wrong can be expensive. A single spark can start a wildfire. If you want your children to have a peaceful life, let them suffer a little hunger and a little cold. The best warriors choose their battles wisely. Get together like brothers, but work together like strangers. Wisdom begins with the acceptance of ignorance. Lack of intelligence is the greatest poverty. To climb a hill quickly, take small steps. The wisest person is the one who can forgive. Life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. A wise man's silence is worth more than a fool's words. In a book of many words, there is bound to be a mistake. The tree that bears the most fruit bends the lowest. A closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. A small leak can sink a great ship. The best answer comes from the person who is not angry. Don't cross a bridge before you come to it. Married couples tell each other 1,000 things without saying a word. A diamond cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. A smile will gain you 10 more years of life. Knowledge without action is like a bow without an arrow. A little impatience will spoil great plans. Even a broken tree can bear fruit. Avoid things that will require an apology. A bitter truth is better than a sweet lie. You will know your friend in a time of need. Success and rest don't sleep together. Ask your purse what you should buy. A full cup cannot hold more water. A secret is like a dove. When it leaves my hand, it takes wings. The darkest night will end, and the sun will rise. The person who is his own master cannot tolerate another boss. An empty stomach makes a loud noise. Put distance between you and everything dirty. Great oaks grow from little acorns. The hand that sows courtesy reaps friendship. Ripe fruit falls by itself, but doesn't fall into your mouth. A lazy sheep thinks the whole flock is slow. All things change, and we change with them. Every person is the architect of their own fortune. A crisis is an opportunity riding on a dangerous wind. The one who chases 2 hares catches neither. If you want to avoid being cheated, ask for prices at 3 different shops. A fool always blames others. It is not the knowing that is difficult, but the doing. Rainbows appear after the fiercest storms. It is easy to open a shop, but hard to keep it open. Work silently. Let success make the noise. Small men think they are small. Great men never know they are great. A poor man with a rich heart is richer than a rich man with a poor heart. The more acquaintances you have, the less well you know them. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Wealth comes like a turtle and leaves like a gazelle. A kind gesture is never wasted. Close the door that brings in the wind and relax. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. When it comes to the stomach, the mind is lost. No lock is made without a key. Jealousy is nothing more than a fear of abandonment. A man who stands on tiptoes cannot stand firm. Examine what is said, not who speaks. The flame of hope cannot be extinguished by the strongest winds. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. Even the longest night will pass, and dawn will break. A clear conscience never fears midnight knocking. A boat doesn't sink because of water around it, but because of water inside it. It takes a man to swallow an insult. The journey matters more than the destination. He who cheats the earth will be cheated by the earth. To know the road ahead, ask those coming back. 1,000 no's are less agonizing than one insincere yes. A simple life is a happy life. Time waits for no one. 2 good talkers are not worth 1 good listener. Actions without purpose are like arrows shot into the dark. Visit rarely, and you will be loved more. A roaring lion catches no prey. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. The wise are silent. The foolish are loud. Even a hare will bite when it is cornered. The best things in life come to those who wait. Speaking is not seeing. Where there is unity, there is strength. The house of a tyrant is a ruin. The calm mind conquers chaos. It's better to avoid mistakes altogether than to do something you need to apologize for later. Perseverance turns stumbling blocks into stepping stones. The rope of lies is short. Planning is half of living. A clear conscience is the best pillow. Give your friends your money and your blood, but don't justify yourself. Your enemies won't believe it, and your friends won't need it. Patience is the companion of wisdom. In haste, there is regret, but in patience and care, there is peace and safety. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Falseness lasts an hour. The truth lasts forever. The best fruit is found at the top of the tree. Be patient, and you'll get what you want. Be like water, adaptable and unstoppable. Beware the level-headed person if he's angry. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. A divided house cannot stand. Even the smallest steps lead to great destinations. Silence is the sign of approval. A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we hit it. The scars you bear tell the stories you survived. To know another is not to know the person's face, but to know the person's heart. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Never trust a woman who has had sex with your enemy. Do not wait for the right time. Create it. Do not believe that you will reach your destination without leaving the shore. The smallest key can unlock the biggest door. A needle is not sharp at both ends. The only true failure is not trying. A fall into a ditch makes one wiser. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They are proof you're trying. Treat everyone as if receiving a guest. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. If speaking is silver, then silence is gold. A lazy man is a burden even to himself. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. In the darkest skies, stars shine the brightest. Better the cottage where one is merry than the palace where one weeps. A silent river runs deep. It's better to be without a book than to believe a book entirely. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you're unable to reward, then make sure to thank. Every flower must grow through dirt. Discipline your son when he's young, and be his friend when he's grown. A wise person uses time, while a fool wastes it. There are 2 kinds of perfect people: those who are dead, and those who have not yet been born. If you chase shadows, you will miss the sun. A book holds a house of gold. Small acts of kindness create ripples of change. Old anger begins with madness, but ends in regret. A wound heals faster when not touched repeatedly. A known mistake is better than an unknown truth. He who has no patience has no possession. Wishing does not make a poor man rich. Don't let the grass grow under your feet. The people who talk the best are not the ones who tell the most interesting stories. A friend in need is a friend indeed. The richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. It is better to light a candle than curse the darkness. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. Empty vessels make the most noise. Think about your own faults during the first half of the night and the faults of others during the second half. True wealth lies in contentment. Genius can be recognized by its childish simplicity. The sharpest minds are forged in hardship. Tomorrow is close if you have patience. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Think of your exit before you enter. A wise person drinks water before feeling thirsty. Laugh, and the whole world laughs with you. Cry, and you cry alone. When the roots are strong, the tree will survive the storm. If you have an opinion, you better be determined. Don't burn bridges. You may need to cross them again. Being alone is better than being with someone bad. Experience is a comb that nature gives us when we are bald. Fear is a poor teacher. Experience is the best. A man who cannot tolerate small misfortunes can never accomplish great things. Opportunities are often disguised as hard work. One will not attain everything he wishes for. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. The winds blow where they will, not where the ships wish. Happiness grows when shared. The monkey is a gazelle in the eyes of its mother. Today's effort is tomorrow's success. Opinion comes before bravery. If the path is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. If the wind blows, ride it. Life's greatest lessons are taught by time. Go with the lesser of two evils. He who builds without a plan builds in vain. Experimentation is the greatest science. The tallest trees endure the strongest winds. Necessity is the mother of invention. The deeper the sorrow, the greater the joy that follows. If you look younger than your age, it means you have faced the difficulties of time very well. Adaptability is the key to survival. Determination is the key to everything. Plant seeds of kindness, and you'll harvest love. The fruit of silence is tranquility. The best teacher is failure. Time is a thief, but it can also heal. Arrogance is a weed that grows mostly on a hill. The secret to success is to begin. A contented heart is a perpetual feast. Lying is a disease. Truth is the cure. He who laughs last laughs best. Keeping a secret is a commitment. Wisdom is not in words, but in deeds. It's better to fix what you have than wait to get what you don't have. The deeper the well, the sweeter the water. He who digs a pit for his brother falls into it. Life's greatest lessons are learned in the toughest times. If you are charitable, you are rich. A wise man listens more than he speaks. The saddest person is an envious person. A bad carpenter blames his tools. A paradise without people is not worth stepping foot in. A journey shared is a journey halved. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. Great things never come from comfort zones. No matter how tall a mountain is, it cannot block the sun. Every ending is a new beginning. A clever person turns great troubles into little ones, and little ones into none at all. The strongest bonds are forged in fire. A man without a smiling face must not open a shop. Never promise when you're happy or decide when you're angry. He whose house is made of glass should not throw stones. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Forgetting is the plague of knowledge. Knowledge grows when shared. Do not delay today's work for tomorrow. You can't plow a field by turning it over in your mind. Solve one problem and keep 100 others away. Trust is earned in drops, but lost in buckets. Do everything at the right time, and one day will seem like 3. Even the finest sword rusts if neglected. Want a thing long enough, and you won't. The highest reward for a person's work is not what they get, but what they become. Learning is a weightless treasure you can carry easily. Mountains seem smaller when you start climbing. Distant water does not put out a nearby fire. A disciplined mind is a powerful tool. Listening well is as powerful as talking well and is essential to true conversation. A man with dreams needs no alarm clock. Patience is a bitter plant, but its fruit is sweet. What you plant now, you will harvest later.